Hello, it's me, the frog detective. Me. Beep boop. Dab's in the bloody building, is he? How you doing, mate? Get my bits and bobs all set up here. Ah, that is a little bit loud. A little bit loud in my ear bits. You're Meb? Same, mate. I'm a bit Meb too today. We are investigating. God, what are we investigating? Some invisible something? Oh, there's a little gooey boy. Yeah. Catch a gooey boy. Oh man, I'm tired. I've just been doing bloody assignments all day. The analyzing flight delay data 2015. It's good stuff. Made a bunch of pretty little graphs. And I don't know. All I can say about that. So anyway, here's Frog Detective 2. Cool. We get our... Oh, I gotta change that again. No, that's not it. I believe this is called a keyboard and mouse. Turn that right down. I'm an old person. Yep. All right, let's just have a little reminisce about our previous adventure. There was some holes. It turned out this chicken was the ghost. It was all spooky fun, hey? And we all danced. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what crazy adventures we get up to this time. Frog Detective, crime solving agency, Frog Detective speaking. Hi, Detective. Hi, Supervisor. Why did you hang up on me? Huh? We were talking just a moment ago about a new case. I don't remember this. I think you're talking ring, mate. One at Warlock Woods, right? Yeah. I hung up because I got too excited about solving another mystery. Don't we all? It's understandable. What can you tell me about this new case? It's a doozy, Detective. Hold on to your hat. Supervisor, you know I can't wear hats. He has a non-hat. Sorry, anyway. Warlock Woods is a fairly small town up north. Yes, up north. They don't get many visitors around there. A couple of days ago, a new resident moved in. Shy kind of gal. Doesn't like to be the center of attention. Anyway, she settles into the new house and doesn't go outside to greet anyone. Residents of the town feel like they need to welcome her properly, so they organize a welcoming parade. Great idea! Absolutely. Someone in the town seemed to think otherwise. Last night, the parade decorations were destroyed. What? I know, right? So rude. Nobody has any leads on this case. They don't know who done it. That's where you come in, Detective. That's me. I'm the detective. Well done, Detective. I am aware. Warlock Woods is a magic town. It's not the easiest place to get to. You'll need to take an enchanted cart to the end of the line, then travel the rest of the way on foot. Too easy. You'll need to question everybody to get to the bottom of things. You think you can solve the mystery? Yep. Great. Hop to it. I love the awkward, like, Oh, I forgot to mention. The new resident of the woods is Bessie. She's invisible. Oh, that was loud. And a wizard. Invisible wizard. Cool. What's the relevance of her being invisible? She has been peeping on your shower time, Dev. Maybe even casting little wizard spells on you while you're showering. Eh? Gross. Nobody knows what she looks like, so they're really excited to find out. Hence the parade, and the decorations, and the celebrations. They want her to be uninvisible. De-invisibled. Visible. Yeah, well done. We're a detective. He didn't major in English, I'll give him that much. Exactly. Anyway, you have everything you need. Idiot frog. I have my shoes, my jumper, my pants. I'm missing something. Could it be this thing right here? Why is this taking so long? Your magnifying glass. Of course. It's on the table next to the door. Once you pick it up, you'll be ready to solve the mystery. Thanks, Supervisor. Good luck, Detective. Hell yeah. Well, obviously he's been watching us. And I think that's fine. That's what a supervisor's for. Ah, my trusty magnifying glass. Can't solve mysteries without it. Maybe I could, but I wouldn't want to. Yep. Oh, wait. I added more sound effects. My beautiful sound effect board. And I also removed, this is very important, I removed corn. The corn song, it's gone. Because that got my VOD muted. So apparently they have been claiming that song on Twitch now. So no more corn song. RIP. But we still got... Oh.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing?
This one is a really good combination with...
No.
Yeah. I hate corn too. Corn's stupid. Anyway. Got your magnifying glass. Alright, let's investigate. What happened here? Bunch of sick moves happened here. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go. Door handle. Oh, Jesus. Monster cop. What's going on here?
What the dog doing?
Ah, it's the famous frog detective. Famous? I'm not famous. Haha, perhaps not. But I'm sure you will be soon. Well, I hope so. What brings you to my office, detective? Look, it's Lobster Cop. Anything's possible. Well, I was just leaving my office, actually. I work next door, right here. Oh, I thought that was a cupboard. Oh, that's my office. I've been putting all my cleaning supplies in here. Yes, I've noticed. I'm in here working every time you do it. I even say, this is my office. And then you say, sure is, little cleaning frog. And then I say, I'm a crime-solving frog, not a cleaning frog. But usually you're gone already. Excuse my ignorance, detective. I wasn't trying to offend. I'm a very busy boy, head full of mysteries. Sometimes I forget to be polite. If I was polite all the time, I'd never have any time to solve crimes. I understand. Maybe that's why I'm not as talented as you, Lobster Cop. Perhaps. These conversations are so long. But detective, you must keep trying. Never give up. I can give you some tips if you like. Wow, yes please. Tip number 1. Pay attention. You should make sure you're looking at things and paying attention to words. Yes, quite right. Tip number 2. Everyone is a suspect. Even you. I will suspect myself much more from now on. Good call. Tip number 3. Carry a notebook. Oh, I'm not really big on books. They are, without exception, factually inaccurate. Detective, don't be foolish. A book you write yourself cannot be factually inaccurate as you are writing facts. I suppose you're right. I don't have a notebook though. Well, it's your lucky day. I have a spare notebook on my desk. You can decorate it and use it all you like. Wow, really? Yep, there are stickers you can use too. Brought them with all my crime-solving money. Cool. I'll let you get to it, detective. Head into my office when you're ready to decorate. Okay, thanks, Lobster Cop. Wow, I'm glad that interaction happened. Whoa. Lobster Cop solved the mystery of the banana circle. True legend of the Force. And the alien hot tub? Honey? B.
What the dog doing?
Dog doing in the tree. Frogs. You're a real suspect. Take these. Ah, just as I suspected. Not real. Job here is done. Let's get the sticker booking. Which stickers should I pick? And where should they go? Hell yeah. There are a lot of stickers here. But of course. I only got 2? Look. Decorating comes first. Alright? Oh, this is going to be so lit. 2 worms. Frost. Both with the cute little socks on. I'm gonna have these shoes. I'm gonna. This is very important. Who cares about the crime? This one's upside down, I guess. Or is it actually right way up? Two worms mackin'. This one's got the cowboy boots. Congrats on the pumpkaboo, buddy. Proud of you. And they're at a little picnic, I guess. Oh no! And there's an alien invasion! Oh no! I guess their guns are these. Pew pew pew! Pew pew pew! And yeah, that's done. Yep, good book. The alien robot staff. All right. Oh, sticky. I got an achievement called Sticky. Open your notebook with tab. Hell yeah. Oh my god, I actually got to solve a case this time and not just talk to people. Oh, this is going to be tough. All right, Mr. Lobster Cop. Let's talk. How's your book decorating coming along? Right there in the desk, you know. No, it's not. I know, just taking my time is all. Well, I haven't got all day. Just kidding. I do have all day. Take as long as you need. Oh. Done. See you later, idiot. Frog. I think it's about time we solved a crime, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Time to solve another mystery. Not even a crime, it's just a mystery. Could really be anything. Bit spooky though, eh? Don't get too spooked over there, Dav. Real close up of the frog there. No carts. We're going into Warlock Woods. Starring the detective, Susan, Ralph, Andy, Mary, and several more characters. I'm ready. I'm ready to solve a freaking mystery, dude. Well, that may come into my my investigation. Is there a bin? Littering. Disgusting. The cheese or chips? Either way, I'll come back to that later.
What the dog doing?
What's the dog doing? It's very important to the case. Alright, you. What's up with your face? Hello, little frog. I'm not doing that. I'm Ralph. Why are you yelling? Just making sure you can hear me. I can hear you. You don't have to yell. You're very small. Might be difficult for you to hear. We're about the same size, aren't we? I'm small, but I'm also very close to you. Being small isn't the same as being far away. Ralph's an idiot. Are you sure? You can hear me at this volume? Yes. Weird. I'm the detective. I'm here to solve the mystery. Really? Yes. But you're so small. There's just so much filler bullshit. I'm of average frog height. Can I ask you some questions about the case? Questioning me, huh? You're small. How do you feel about the wizard moving in? Nothing against the wizard, but I've been living with my friend Carlos for a while now, and our space is big. But I would really like my own home. Interesting. Been eyeing off that old house for ages. I thought maybe I'd move in one day. But the wizard got there first. I see. My fault, I guess. I shouldn't hold it against the wizard. The house is twice as big as all the other houses. Maybe you could renovate it and turn it into 2 houses. Got that big brain on this frog, hey? You could split it down the middle. Or have one house upstairs and one house downstairs. Like an apartment. That's a pretty cool idea. Hey Ralph, get a job. Alone. I like Carlos and everything, but I'm a private boy. I understand. I don't have any renovation supplies though. Just one thing after another with Ralph, isn't it? I'll see if I can track some down for you. Thanks for your help, detective. Maybe if I do a good job, I'll get my own building show. How did we get here? I'm excited to see it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's having a bit of time, if you ask me. Here we go. This is the real big mystery. May I ask why you have an eye patch on? That's Ralph's business. Oh, okay. It'd be really good for me to know why you have an eye patch. Sometimes a boy just wants to wear an eye patch. You got a cheeky bit of in the eye. That shouldn't make me suspicious. Put it on for fashion? Kind of. Detective, I don't want to get into this too much, but I watched a movie last night about pirates, and I loved it. And there's another 3 left. I've seen that porn too. 3 whole movies. Can you believe it? Sequels? I've never heard of a movie having a sequel before. I know, right? Usually sequels are reserved for video games. Yes, it's extremely normal to have a video game sequel, especially for games with large audiences like the Toad Investigation series. Yeah, anyway, I was watching a pirate movie last night. That's where I was. Same. And for that reason, I've decided to wear an eye patch. Okay. Leave it at that. Why, thanks. Very interesting, hey? Lion seems to have come in his eye while watching a movie about pirates. To cause a ruckus. Honestly, he probably just couldn't see where he was going. All the cum in his eye. He just crashed into everything. Loves Pirates? Good movie. Eye patch is cosmetic only. Private boy. Wants to renovate. Thinks I am too small. I'm not. You tell him, little frog. Cat. What are you? This naughty. All right. What? Who are you? The detective. Oh. I thought Lobster Cop was coming. Huh? What? Did you say something about Lobster Cop? No, but I heard. This frog read my mind? Why are you speaking like that? Like what? Ugh. Is that what telepathy is? Can you hear this, frog? You're saying everything out loud. Yo, Sharon, welcome in. We're just solving a little bit of a mystery here today. You're saying everything out loud. This frog hasn't. Anyway, who are you? I'm Noddy. Okay. I'm the mayor of Warlock Woods. Okay. Was it you that asked for me to come? No. I really need to emphasize that I can hear you. I'm not listening. Okay. Can I ask you some questions about the case? I guess so. Tell me what you want to know. Oh, what happened last night, hey? We have a lion watching too much porn. And now let's find out what Noddy was up to. Can you tell me about last night? Nothing. Oh. But I can tell you about the wizard. I know basically everything there is to know about her. That's great. First of all, she's a wizard. Uh-huh. And she's invisible. We did it. We got there. We solved the case. Great. And she just moved in. Yep. And she's a wizard. Yeah, I think we've... Yeah, you mentioned that before. No, I don't think I did. Right, okay. Sorry. It's fine. Anyway. Oh dear. Oh, we're going to talk about the wizard again? Alright. So how do you feel about the wizard coming to live here? Heck, how do I answer this? Well, I'm happy she's here, but that house has been empty for ages. I didn't know she was coming, right? Nobody told me, you see. Aren't you the mayor? I think so. Anyway, she kind of came at a weird time of night. And I thought that she was a ghost. Oh. It was a bit messy. Oh? Tried to vacuum her up. With a vacuum? Double. Oh, on the cheeky little picky man. Let's catch this weird little dude. How do they know if she's there, if she's invisible? Good question, Dav. Let's hope this idiot little detective here asks the question. This is more like a point and click adventure, I guess. I put it on the highest setting. Just really went to town with the vacuum. Yeah, same. I think I really freaked her out. And now she won't come out of the house. Please don't put me in jail. You're not going to jail. Jail isn't real. But you should probably apologize. Okay, sorry, detective. I mean to the wizard. Right, yeah. That's why I was helping with the parade, to apologize. But she hasn't been out of her house. Also, the parade is ruined. I see. Makes me sound really bad. I swear I wanted the parade to be lovely. As the mayor of the town, I booked a live band to play a song. But as you can see, the stage is gross and ruined now. Oh yeah, I got a gumshoes. Do we need a hot doggo? You know you can only get a hot doggo by redeeming it, Dav. The band is on their way, and I have no time to fix it. Uh-oh. They're a very famous band. I want to be as professional as possible. If I only had a rug or something to use, I could cover up the mess. I'm going to put the sound on mute when the band's playing. It's just going to play Hot Dog. The town is in disarray. I don't have time to track one down. Oh no! Thank you for your concern. If you happen to find anything that would work, please let me know. Will do. I do not have any more questions. I don't think they know that they're the mayor, Dav. I had to vacuum up the wizard. Maybe there's some history there. The rug? Thinks I can read minds? I can't. The mayor? Question mark, question mark? I had a cool band to play the parade. Attacked the wizard. Interesting, interesting. We're gathering a lot of useful information here. Ugh, what a mess. Disgusting. So that's the cat. Where's this house? Is this the house? Is this the house? Is this your house? Oh, it looks like your house. Yes, you do appear to look the same. Stop loitering. Horse. What? Nani? Did anyone else just see that? Am I going crazy? Did I just see something? It's definitely a horse. Like just... Oh? Pie? Not sure why this pie is here, but it seems out of place. I'll hold on to it for now. Got a pie. Hell yeah. Lunch is sorted. Add that to my list of things. Funny looking horse, isn't it?
What the dog doing?
What is that dog doing? Another pie? I guess it's free. Who lost pies? Did you want a pie? Alright, we'll talk to this one. Victor. Hello. Wanna hop in? A little bit. Okay. Put him on a case. Oh, cool. I'm Victor. Who are you? The detective. Is that your real name? Maybe. Cool, cool. Are you here to question me and stuff? Look at his little floaties. Safe little boy. Yeah, so you can wash your clothes at the same time, Dav. I think we've been through this before. Because, like, I'm not suspicious. How do you know you're not suspicious? Well, I think I didn't do it. You think? Yeah, nobody knows anything for certain these days. True. Why are you here swimming? I'm visiting my friend Noddy. Huh? She's the only person I know with a hot tub. Plus, I heard there were going to be delicious pies for the parade. Interesting. I just happen to have a couple of them in my pocket. Where do you live normally? Over near Pumpkinville. Nice spot. I was thinking of taking a holiday there at some point. We don't need to get into your life story, Frog. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you, Dav? And just staring into each other's eyes. I ask you some questions about the case. Yeah, whatever. Questions.
Tell me about the wizard.
Did you know much about the invisible wizard before you came here? Not really. I knew the parade was for her, but beyond that, I don't know a lot. Knowing that they never threw TH is really tough. Hard letters. Threw a parade for me coming to visit. I'm super cool. Yeah, you are, Victor. Have you been here before? So many times. First time they even threw me a parade. Okay. I take the parade thing back. Oh. Cheeky little hydrate. Cheers, big ears. Victor is my kind of dude. Just pretend I didn't say that. Sure. Detective, I'm really bored of this conversation. Yeah, same. I'm sorry if that's rude, but I have a new policy of being honest with people. Were you dishonest before? Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't tell people when they were boring me. I don't think that counts as dishonesty. So what am I supposed to do when people are boring? Well, sure. Probably don't tell them. It would hurt their feelings. I didn't hurt your feelings though, did I? Well, I have to admit I was a bit hurt. I have a very exciting job, and I'm a frog, and I solve mysteries. You mean the frog detective? We ain't cooking Victor. Is that his name? I remember. I don't think I'm boring at all. Sure, but I've seen heaps of frogs before. Plus, I've solved my fair share of crimes. Victor's is really cool, Dav. Sorry, mate. Crimes. This one. You solved the crime already? Hell yeah, Victor, tell me about it, mate. Ralph did it. Oh, there we go. Our suspicions have been confirmed. How do you know? Good point. Come on, Victor, you've got to have a notebook with evidence in it to sort this out, mate. I haven't decided that bit yet, but it seems likely that he did it. What was his motive? His what? Motive. The reason for destroying the parade? Oh, I think because he has an eye patch on. You could be onto something here. I don't think that's a real motive. That doesn't make any sense. Now who's the rude one? Conversation isn't going anywhere. Wow, glad you finally caught on, Frog Detective. Neither are you, apparently. Not until I solve the mystery. I'm sorry for being rude, Detective. I mean it. I just get so grumpy when I'm hungry. Why don't you eat something? Get out of the hot tub? No. I must continue to soak. You could ask someone to get you something to eat. Like who? There's nobody here. Well, my thoughts exactly. Just get this crumpled pie out from my pocket. I am here. Right, there I go being rude again. If you happen to find food, I'd love to have some. In the meantime, I would like to apologize for being so rude. Please take 1 money as an apology. Hell yeah, I got 1 money. You go, have a pie. I don't want to have more conversation than I need to with this guy. Hello, Victor. I have a pie for you. Detective, where did you find this pie? Down on the ground. Sorry, Detective. You may have to speak up. These hot tub jets are mighty loud. I found this pie. On the ground over there. Detective, I do not want to eat a ground pie. I have made a mistake. I'd say, maybe even 2. 2 mistakes. It's 1 mistake for giving me a dirty pie, and another mistake for giving me a pie? That does not belong to you. That's right, Detective. I am visiting from out of town. I know that this is one of Mandy's pies. They are delicious. If you just happen to find it on the ground, it cannot be yours to give away, so I cannot accept it. You're right, Victor. I've made 2 mistakes. I'm sorry, and I am sorry. That's okay, Detective. But I'll be watching you. You should return this pie to Mandy. Okay, I'll do that. You can't say that, Dad. This is enthralling detective work. Good excuse, mate. Good excuse. Okay? This should be getting you woken right up. He needs a Snickers. That's what he needs. Who's Mandy? Hey. What the hell was that? I mean, you can go to sleep, Dav. That is completely understandable given the hour that it is currently. What the hell was that little dude? Telling me spooked, huh? Are you Mandy? You look like a Mandy. And there seems to be a pie here. Good night, Dav. You have yourself a nice little sleep there, buddy. While I continue this investigation. Big nose. Hi. You must be Mandy. Aha. Oh, I'm such a good detective. Genius. You're the detective, right? I'm Mandy. Hi, Mandy. Careful where you step, Detective. There's mess everywhere. I'm used to mess. Lucky you. I'm not. My shoes are brand new. I can't get them dirty. Why don't you change shoes? Detective. Are you joking? Idiot detective. I can't wear flats with this look. The proportions would be all wrong. Ah, so embarrassing, Frog Detective. Besides, these shoes are enchanted. Ooh. I'm one of the few actual witches here in Warlock Woods. Most folks here are just fans of the spooky. Which is fine and all, but it means a lot of the cleaning work will be mine to do. I never should have learned that tidying up spell. It shouldn't take too long for me to clean up this mess. First I need to find all my pies. What happened to your pies? I think they were taken by a frog, perhaps. Same thing that happened everywhere. Someone thought it'd be funny to knock them all over. So annoying. Spent ages making them. Yeah, I see. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Tell me what you want to know. About your pies, Mandy. Do you need help finding your pies? Yeah. Detective, seriously. I seriously need help. Straight up, can't see anything right now. These glasses are so dark, it's unreal. Such a dingus. Town is literally cloaked in eternal night. Why did I think sunglasses would be a good idea? They weren't a good idea. However, I don't regret it. They make me look amazing. Do you think I look amazing? Yep. Thanks. I do too. First purchase I've ever made in terms of practicality, but it brings this look to a new level. I may be a dingus, but I'm a very stylish dingus. What were you talking about? My thoughts exactly, Frog. My outfit. No, before that. Pies. Right, you offered to help pick up my pies. I'm missing quite a few. If you could bring them to me, I'd be happy to clean them all up and give you one as payment. Ooh. Okay, sounds like fun. Neat. Thanks, Detective. Here you go, have some pies. I have found some of your pies. Wonderful. Now there's only 3. I'll hop to it. There's so many pies to find. Alright, looks like we're gonna go pie finding. Schooled me about fashion. Fair enough. Alright, where are these pies at? Aha! Flower pie. Two more pies. Aha! So good at finding pies. One more pie to go. Not that one. And that last pie. Ah. Very interesting. Oh, here's a pie. Hell yeah, I'm the pie detective. Alright, so now we give those pies to Mandy. Interesting little house you have here, cat. You're very suspicious. Anyway, hand these pies in. Give item pies. Found all your pies. Wow. All of them? I think so. Yep, that looks like all of them. Wow. Must have searched far and wide. I searched this general vicinity, yes. Wowee. Thanks, detective. As promised, here's 1 money. I don't think you ever promised payment, but thank you anyway. You're welcome. I'll give you a fresh pie too. They're delicious. I'm not very hungry. You can hold on to it if you like. Ah, idiot, frog detective, we need that. Nonsense. Take one and eat it later when you're hungry. Okay, sure, thanks. Thank you for finding my pies. And I'm so rich. Pickaroony. Right, then we'll do a little bit of cheeky bit of questioning, hey? What were you doing last night, mate? Doing heaps of push-ups and getting ripped. Hell yeah, Mandy. Just kidding. Oh. Boo. How dare you, Mandy? I was on whizbay.net. Interesting. Where magic happens. What were you doing? Bidding on some new shoes. But you just got these ones. Yeah, but the ones I was bidding on would go super well with this blue dress I have. Wow, cool. I know. I didn't win though. Who got the shoes? Not sure. All I know is their screen name. Someone called Dizzy Wizzy 109. Sorry to hear it. How did you feel when you lost? A bit defeated. Went for a midnight stroll to cool off. But then, I saw someone in the distance. It was a pretty foggy night, so I couldn't see much, but they were carrying a large box. Couldn't see what they looked like, but they definitely weren't from here. Felt like they were waiting for someone. Didn't think too much of it, and went home. Did you hear any noise after that? Nope, my house is soundproof. Ever since Mary is taking up singing, it's kind of a necessity around here. Classic Mary. I only saw the mess in the morning. Interesting. Very interesting. Is that about not winning the shoes, perhaps? That's detective work, detective. Alright, my eye over there. Give this guy a real pie. Here you go, Victor. Wait, no, I didn't ask you about your night, did I? Where were you when the parade was destroyed? Well, I'd been swimming all day in Noddy's hot tub, so I was super wrinkly. Hello, Dana. Welcome in. How you doing? Solving mysteries again. Yep. It's hard for me to get inside the house because of my wrinkly hooves. Yeah. Uh-huh. I waited for about half an hour for the wrinkles to de-wrinkle. Yep. And then I went inside to Noddy's house and snoozed on the couch all night. What time was that? All night. No, I mean, what time did you get back into Noddy's house? Well, the parade was destroyed. Wasn't me. Alright, I believe you, Victor. Probably wasn't me, I mean. Probably wasn't me, I mean. Probably wasn't me, I mean. Can't be sure. But 90% probability that it wasn't me. Interesting. Here you go, mate. Have a fresh pie. Straight out the oven, mate. Yes, very. Making me really rude. And look at his little floaties. He's got cute little glasses on. He's a good boy. For example, I think your jumper is outdated. I take that back. Victor, I'm not the most fashionable frog in the world, but I like this jumper. It's my favorite. You're right, it's retro, not outdated. That's right. I'm simply very hungry. I have a pie for you from Mandy. It's not from the ground. Nope. Mandy gave me a fresh one. Seriously? Score. Yep. Please enjoy it. Yo, Boomer. How you doing? Welcome in. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. And I feel much less rude now. Here we go. Now the real Victor can shine through. Yep. You have beautiful eyes. Thanks, Victor. Well, thank you. It's true. And I think that color jumper suits you perfectly. You're making me blush. I should give you something in return for this pie. I have a spare party hat I'm not using. Maybe you could wear it. Alas, my head is simply too weird a shape. Well, hold on to it anyway. It might come in handy. Thanks. Hell yeah. Got myself a party hat. Okay. Tick him off. We can just like scratch this. Victor's definitely not the culprit. What? Saw you, little dude. You're lucky I'm too fat to get past this pole. Alright, strange horse. Oh, these are all the things from the last game. The waffle. The toothpaste.
What the dog doing?
What's the dog doing? Anyway, time to question this weird horse. Carlos. Customer. Welcome to Carlos's All Things You Could Need Shop. I don't know why that was hard to say. All Things You Could Need Shop. For you, Carlos. Yes. Just like the name of the shop. That's me. Haha, how cool is that? The shop has my name on it. I ain't never seen a horse like this before. That's pretty suspicious. So cool. My company also has my name in it. What's your company called? Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency. What's your name? Crime? Oh no. I'm the Frog Detective. That's not really a name though, more of a title. Oh, I suppose you're right. My shop actually has my name in it. Cool, I'm jealous. Thanks. Here in Warlock Woods, we're all our own biggest fans. Being conceited is a societal construct. We have rejected it. Hence why my shop is so popular. I sell portraits among other things. Well, that's great. My office neighbor Lobster Cop has a picture of himself right above his desk. You know Lobster Cop? Yep. Holy heck. I've been a fan forever. You know he solved the mystery of the haunted island recently. Hey, that was me. Oh, I don't think it's actually me that solved it. You're doing very well today, Boomer. Having a nice, relaxing Sunday solving mysteries. How are you? How you doing? Wait, really? It was all over TV. The dance competition had a lobster in it. Oh, you must be thinking of Larry. You mean small Larry? No, this was a regular sized lobster. No. Larry is a regular sized lobster. Not the Larry I know. Oh well. Agree to disagree. I really did solve that mystery. It was me, the detective. That's really cool. Thanks. You're like the second best detective, I suppose? Yeah. That was really long. really long intro to get some questions, hey? Up at 4 a.m. That's too early, mate. There is a Pokemon here. Catch yourself a young goose if you want. Alright, let's ask Carlos some questions. What were you doing last night? Just here, in my shop. What about when you closed up? My shop doesn't close. It's 24 hours. What if someone needs a portrait of themselves at 4 a.m? That's true. Carlos is a man of the people. You're open all the time? Sure am. Of course, I sleep and eat and look after myself. My customers simply wake me up if they need to buy anything. Where do you sleep? I sleep standing up. Years of training. I'm the most committed shopkeeper in all of Warlock Woods. Also the only shopkeeper in all of Warlock Woods. Do you ever take breaks? Sometimes, but I really like it here in my shop. Where I feel most at home. The extreme shopkeeper lifestyle isn't for everyone, but I take so much joy from my work. Me too. Although I must request that you look after yourself and close the shop if you need a break. Okay, I promise. Thanks, Carlos. Anyway, did you see anything last night? Nothing particularly interesting. Why? The crime? Huh? I need to question you a bit more. Go for it. What would you like to know? Wizard. What do you know about the new wizard that just moved in? Who? Carlos has got no idea about anything that's going on in the world. Invisible wizard that moved in literally next door? Wait, really? Someone moved in? Yeah. That place has been empty for ages. I gotta say hi. Well, the parade was meant to be for saying hi. Parade? The parade that everyone has been prepping for? Wow, how nice. Can't wait. It was destroyed last night. What? This conversation is a roller coaster of information. I have literally no idea what's happening. You weren't involved in the decoration at all? Nope. I offer to help now? Wait, who's the parade for again? Is it for me? No, it's for the invisible wizard. Just moved in next door. Right, okay. Oh dear. The party hats. Oh, I got a party hat. Pardon? Every time we throw a parade, everyone has party hats to wear. Mine was ruined at the last parade. I've been too busy working in my shop to buy a new one. Oh no! How embarrassing. I can't show up to the parade without one. Do you think it's too late to order one online? It'll be tight. You're right. What should I do? Don't stress. I'll track one down for you before the parade starts. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Detective. You're welcome, Carlos. In the meantime, I'll figure out a way to repay you. Unfortunately, I don't have any frog portraits just yet. Not a problem. Here you go, mate. Have yourself a cheeky little party hat. No way! It's a party hat. No way. Yes way. That's epic. That's honestly the most epic thing I've heard all day. Thanks, Detective. Not a problem. Incorrect. It was a problem. And you solved it. Just solving mysteries like I do. Just like a true detective. Oh, thanks. You've made a fan out of me. Here, let me pay you for your work. Oh no, that's okay. Detective, I insist you take payment. One money should do it. Now we've got 3 monies. Oh, I also found this rug out back. Not sure what use it is, but I figure you're good at solving these types of puzzles. What could I do with 1 whole money? I mean, I've got 3 whole money, so I could probably do lots of things. Or one thing 3 times. If it's worth 1 money. Anyway, I'll find a use for it, thanks. Best of luck solving the mystery, detective. Thank you, weird horse. So rich. Carlos. Motive? Could be worried the wizard doesn't shop locally. I can tick that off. Busy boy. Works really hard. Didn't know anything had happened. Seems stressed about the parade. Doesn't have a hat. Oh no, I don't have a hat either. I can probably borrow one. It's fine. Am I even invited to the parade? I hope so. I hope not. Alright, so we now have a rug. Come here, you weird little mole man. I'll get you. Alright, so I still have to talk to this one. But we'll give the rug first. Here you go, Noddy. Give item, rug. Is she going to give me 1 more money? Great news. What is it? I have found you a rug. What? Holy guacamole. This is great news. Thanks for tracking it down. This should do the trick. Wow, looks just like new. Hopefully the band won't notice the mess. I don't think they will. They're in a fish tank anyway. Why? One guess. Alright, get your guesses in now. Why are they in a fish tank? Could be anything, really. We think they're fish, maybe? Could they be fish? Very interesting. Well, we're about to find out why they're in a fish tank. There. Fish? Oh, that's what I thought, detective. Genius. Bingo. So smart. So freaking smart, dude. Wait, do you mean to tell me you got the most famous band of all time? The Market Buddies? Yep. They're on their way. Wow. I saw them live once and I was blown away. I can't wait. I'm excited too. I can't wait for the parade to begin. I better get back to work so I can solve the mystery before the parade starts. Before you go, I should give you something in return. Oh, I have some building supplies left over from when I made the stage. Is that enough? Sure, thank you. Looks like we're giving them to what's his face. Plus 1 money. Oh no, that's okay. It was simply a favor. Don't be silly. You worked hard to get me this rug. I insist. Wow, thanks. It's 4 monies we've got. Holy moly. Holy guacamole even. A lot of monies. Now that's very suspicious. They got a long snoot. Doesn't look like it has been booped. I'll be seeing you later. Oh, you're not lying. Hello, Ralph. Have yourself some building supplies, my friend. Hello, small frog. I managed to track down some building supplies. Oh, great. What exciting news. I'd love to use them, if you're okay to hand them over. Of course. It's gonna make 2 houses. So exciting. Excellent, thank you so much. Of course, I must pay you for this. Oh, there's no need, really. You're gonna give me another money? Yes. That's 5 money. Urgh. Also, I think you've earned yourself the title of Honorary Pirate. Wow. Wow. Really? Me? A pirate? Yes, you have the treasure collecting skills of the finest pirates. For this, I must award you a special prize. Here, take this hook. Diamonds, we've pretty much solved the mystery at this point. It's this guy, he did it because he's got an eye patch on. Use it on your hand if you want, but also welcome in. How are you doing? Or you can use it for something else. I'm not your dad. Not yet. Eh? Oh my god, did I not post in the Discord again? It's so hard to do that. I gotta like copy paste the whole thing. Streaming. There we go. It's there now. I need to make like a bot to just automatically post in there. Hey, look at this, the whole gang's here. We're all solving a bloody mystery together, hey? Sorry, I don't really know why I said that. All good. Enjoy the hook. Hell yeah, look how freaking rich I am. And we got a hook too. Look, this is why we don't trust Ralph. He loves pirates. He has his eye patches for cosmetic only. He's a private boy. Wants to renovate. I think he's already done that. And he thinks I'm small. Whoa. Oh, his house is big.
What the dog doing?
Interesting. Yeah, I'm a big frog. So still have... Can I question you, little bug? Guess not. Alright, gotta question the cat. The rhinoceros. Alright, cat. Susan, if that is your real name. Oh my stars. It's you! He knows me? Am I famous? It's me! The famous lobster cop. I really thought you'd be a lobster. No, I'm a frog. Yeah. Why is your name Lobster Cop? I have to tell you something. I'm not Lobster Cop. Why not? I don't know how to answer that. Who are you? I'm the detective. Frog detective. I think Susan is now the most sus. See, was Lobster Cop not available? Fortunately not. Well, I think you'll do just fine. Okay, well, you might be onto something there, Susan. Thanks. I'm Susan. Hi, Susan. Hi. That isn't like every bloody Tinder conversation ever. I'm the one that contacted the agency. What do we got? Oh my god, that is a fluffy boy. I have a wooloo? I'm going all out for this little sheep. Get him. So fluffy. Oh, Susan's saying lies, which I think you'll find excludes me from being a suspect. Didn't know that was how it worked. You should know these things, Detective. My God, Susan is such a Karen. I'm sorry. It's okay. I think you should still question me, though. To remove all doubt. Okay. Question me all you like. What were you doing last night? I was at home knitting a jumper for the wizard. Yeah, this sounds like a lie. Really? Yeah. I picked all the colours myself and everything. Yep, another lie. So I'll admit, it's a bit hard to focus on knitting. Why's that? I get so distracted by the wool. So fun to play with. Cat likes to play with wool. That seems like a lie. Cats don't like playing with wool. I play with it so much that I unravel the whole thing and it goes everywhere. Just like I'm doing with this mystery. It's a big nuisance. I understand. But I was concentrating on the knitting so much that I didn't notice the destruction of the parade. I'm sorry. Lies! Did you notice anything at all? Now that I think of it, I saw a big van out near the entrance to Warlock Woods. I didn't drive in, or I would have heard it. I didn't worry about it at the time, of course. That's all I remember. Sorry. Many worries, thank you. About the wizard. Tell me your motive, Susan. Oh, hello there, Creed. How you doing? How's your Sunday, mate? This clap is for Bulk, and this clap is for Creed. Did I clap for everyone else? I'll add a couple more claps in there too, why not? That's for all of these. And then this one's for Volk.
No.
What an awful combination of sounds.
No.
Oh, also, you may have noticed, or you probably didn't, who cares, that I've had to remove Corn from my soundboard. I shall never listen to that song again on stream. Because apparently, it gets your VOD muted. No more Corn. That is a DMCA-able song now. But we've still got cheeky little... No, that just plays it again. Oh, I guess we're listening to it twice. There's no more juice, Creed. And there's no more Lumpanov, Sharon. Corn. We hate corn now. Corn's awful. Unless it's in a nacho. Or nacho, as we call it down here. I've been watching too much Great British Bake Off. Now I'm saying nacho. Well, to be fair, corn was, and always has been, the most useless vegetable. Also known as the see you tomorrow veggie. Anyway, let's go back to listening to these lies. Nobody knows her personally. Well, not here at least. Not me. Right. But it had a lot to do with the organization of the parade. I mean, the song was kind of a banger, but it has been tainted, and I shall never listen to it again. But, I mean, Nice Piece is still there. If you ever want an absolute banger to listen to. Nice Piece, Nice Piece. And I was the one to start the investigation. Yeah, well, that doesn't change anything, Susan. I still think you're pretty sus. I only need 1.2k more. Oh, should we put on a little prediction then to see who's the culprit? Eh? You mentioned that. Worth bringing up again. So you were fine with her moving to the town? Absolutely. That old house has been empty for years, and it's really nice someone wants to live there. It needs a lot of fixing up, but it'll look nice soon, I think. Plus, it's always exciting to have a new neighbor. Sure is. Put up a sign I made for the wizard, but it got knocked down last night. Feeling pretty sad about it, if I'm honest. Who cares, Susan? You're the worst. Frickin' Susan. I know you're here to solve the mystery, but I just need to tell someone how I feel. No one cares about your feelings, Susan. God. No, don't say this. I'm not a professional sign maker yet, but I worked really hard on this sign. Really, I struggle to understand why someone would knock it down. I'm beginning to understand. It feels so heartless, and now I'm not sure who to trust. I thought everyone here would be thrilled to have a new neighbor. It's a tricky situation for sure. Some people are protective of their communities and think new people are going to change things for the worse. But that's almost never the case. New people make places better because they bring new perspectives, especially in small communities. Hopefully it's just a misunderstanding or a mistake. I like to believe people are good. What a little sweet frog. That being said, I'm treating everyone as a suspect. But not me, right? Even you. Especially you, that's right. Frog detective, you're on it. Especially me? Oh no. Sorry, not sure why I said that. We know why you said it. But you're not off the hook just yet. Hook. That's it. Detective, could you please find me a hook? I could hang the sign back up with it. Okay. Yeah, see how quickly she changed the subject, huh? Do my best. Here you go. Here's one I prepared earlier. We're back. Yep. I found you a hook. Oh, my stars. Thank you. I can fix my sign right away. Yeah, she is guilty. That's for sure. Now give me one money. I helped you. No, that's okay. I got it for free. Nothing is free in this world. Just kidding. Our society is really progressive and often things are actually free. As a sign of my gratitude, please feel free to use my house whenever you need. Oh, Susan. No thank you though. Fairly simple, but beautifully decorated at least. Yeah, I agree with Shy. I have a phone too. Great, I'll be sure to use it at some point. Thanks, Susan. And just gonna run straight to the bedroom. For a bit of froggy time. Maybe she didn't like her sign, destroyed the parade out of embarrassment. Embarrassment? Embarrassment. Uh-oh. Bulk. What have you done? That's okay. Get a few more eyes in here to solve this mystery. Knuckle Moose, how you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. D-Pots Jr., how you doing? Welcome in. Brandon, what's up? How you going? Just solving a little mystery over here, guys. What's Johnny doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? Whew. What else we got in here? Kramer. Hello, hello. Water Falcon. So bloody nice to see yous all, eh? Alright, so we've still got to question this rhino. Alpha Wolf, nice to see you. How you going? Welcome in. E-Buck Nasty. How you doing? Yucky Whale in here too. Nice to see all you bloody cuties. Let's give you all. That's for you. That's for you guys. Claps and wows. Thank you for that follow there, Nasty. Big claps all around. Real man of genius. Welcome in. How you doing? Cheers, Yucky. Well, gonna need that with all this.
Tell your dad to get fucked. Sorry, bud.
Nah, tell yours it. I mean, nah. Oh. J-Man, welcome in. How you doing? What else we got? Russell Griffins, welcome in. How you doing? Love having yous all here.
Get out of kill!
My headphones aren't loud enough for that to scare me today, because I'm solving a mystery and I was going to be scared if it was too loud. Dragonfly Moon, welcome in. How you going? Community, it's good to see you too.
Wow.
Nightwalker, thanks for popping in. Thank you for the follow too. How you doing? Swifty here. Jeez, y'all going crazy tonight.
Think about you codgers
Yeah.
from a cowboy.
Thank you for that follow, Dragonfly. And Bowser's here too. How you doing? Walking Rocco. He needs a little walk. Enjoy your walking time. We'll just be here solving mysteries. Jenny's here too. Love seeing you all. And now that we got so many brand new eyes here, let's solve this mystery, hey?
Yeah, we're borrowing weeklies from the same bloody blockbuster video, are we? Eh?
Yep, we are. Alright, so I think we've questioned everyone. Little gnome. We're looking for an invisible prick. Yo, Spider, welcome in. How you doing, mate? Alright. Oh, nice shit. It's time to question this rhino. Alright, Mary, calm down, mate. La. Just let Mary sing for a bit. Hello. Hello, Frog.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, thank you for them biddies there, Ronan. How you doing, mate? Appreciate having you here. So many names just popping along. You'll love to see it. "13-hour shift, Falcon." Holy moly. That is a long time. Russell Griffins, thank you for that follow. Spatial Samurai, welcome in. How you doing? There's a little shroomish down here if y'all like catching Pokemons. Breeds out of bowls. What's Johnny needs to get his pass going? Yeah, Dana, we got the whole gang hanging out here. Solving mysteries. Oh yeah, sure you do, Creed. Cheers, Nasty. All the Cooper detectives are here. Hello, what's your name?
Stick him up, you codgers, I'm a cowboy.
I'm Mary. Nice to meet you. You too. Did you like my song? Yep. I've been practicing all day and all night. Oh, are you okay? I'm tired. Oh, maybe you should get some sleep. Maybe. Oh no, now we're gonna be real sad. Now we're gonna get a bit teary, eh? Everyone's caught that shroomish, eh? Nice work, Cookie Masters. Dingus, welcome in. How are you? What clues have we found? Oh, we have found so many clues. We know it's Susan because we hate Susan, but you know, we're doing our due diligence. Maybe. Guardian Hammer, welcome in. How you doing? You sing very loudly. Yep, and why everyone soundproof their houses. That sounds expensive. Yeah, but that's not really my problem. I think I sound very good, even late at night. You must be such a great neighbor, Mary. How late? I love to sing at 3 a.m. Everybody boo Mary. She's the worst. Wow. That's when my energy is the highest. That doesn't sound very healthy. My health is my business. Yeah, that's true. Sorry. That's okay. Maybe I should listen to some soft sounds before bed. To my...
No, God!
That will be 100 money.
No, God, please, no! No! No!
Just joking.
No!
Anyway, who are you? Oh, well, we haven't even gotten to... Jeez. That was a long introduction, Mary. Oh, cool. Can you question me? Do you mind if I ask? Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, boy. I love questions.
Boo
What were you
Mary,
doing
but
last
it is
night?
Still Susan that is guilty.
Yeah. Bloody Susan. There we go. You can see her in the back there being a bit sus. Everybody keep your eyes on Susan. We don't trust her. What were you doing when the parade was destroyed? Oh boy, yeah. Sucks that the parade was destroyed. Oh, we're doing questions. What was I doing? Not much, just singing outside. You were outside when the parade was destroyed. Yeah. Did you see anything? Yeah. What did you see? Detective. Have you heard of extortion? Oh, this is yes. That's great news. Is it? Detective, I would like to extort you. Okay. I don't think that's legal. I'm above the law. Oh. Why are you extorting me? I would like 5 money for a train ticket. You need a train ticket for?
Get Mary.
Yeah, someone come get her. She about to be locked up, even though jail's not real, so... I don't know where we're gonna put her. What do you need a train ticket for? I want to go to Froggywood and become a star. Oh, that sounds exciting. I know, right? Sorry about the extortion thing, but I don't really have many other ways to get there. Figure, if you get the money for me, I can finally go and live my dreams. La! What will you give me in exchange? Information. What kind of information? This can remind you of Peppa Pig. A phone number. Who am I calling? I can't tell you that. All I can say is that they were in the vicinity when the parade was destroyed. Yo, Tex, welcome in. How you doing, mate? Welcome to us solving a mystery.
Look at that, not bad. Not bad. Good size.
A good size, dingus. Are we talking about Mary? I don't think you'll be able to solve the case without this phone number. Hence, the extortion.
Wow.
Sorry. Thank you for that follow, Hammer. It's okay. We all get extorted every now and then. Yeah. Anyway, come back to me when you have my money. Look, you know, is it really a week if you haven't been extorted? Are you really living if you're not being extorted every now and then? Oh boy, I love questions. Tell me about the wizard then, Mary. A little bit of extortion just as a treat. You know, just after dinner. I like to put a little bit of extortion out there. What do you know about the wizard that moved in? Ha ha ha. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually hear you. I was asking about the wizard. Oh, yeah, there's a wizard. She just moved in. Why? I am a detective. Right. This is part of the questioning, right? Yeah. Cool, cool. So I didn't do any crimes or anything, and I have the right to remain silent. Yeah, but do you want to remain silent?
Mary doesn't care about anyone. She living her best life.
Exactly. Look, that's not very suspicious. The extortion wasn't even suspicious. That's just Mary. Literally never. So, like, I heard that Ralph was super weird about the new wizard moving in. Oh, yeah, we're a bit sus of Ralph, too. Vintage Tiara, welcome in. How you doing?
Poppy Pocket.
I feel like I'm going in circles. A lot of these conversations are just going in circles. Also, I heard that Mandy was in a bad mood the night that the parade was destroyed. Thank you for that follow, Tiara. And I heard that Noddy, like, attacked the wizard one time.
Nice piece, nice piece, nice piece, nice piece, nice piece, nice piece, all follow Niva.
And it's actually all. Ralph, he's a lion and he has an eye patch. Pretty sus, isn't it? Throw them all out. I agree, Yucky. Except for, what was his name? Victor? Cute little deer. Just swimming. It was a bit rude, but it was only because he was a little bit hungry. Does this make me a snitch? I think so. Rats. Oh boy, I love questions. Alright, let's get ourselves extorted then, shall we? Hi, Mary. Hey, detective. How's the extortion going?
You know what snitches get, Mary.
Yeah, Mary. You know what you snitches get. How's your weekend? It's very good. It's almost over. But it's gone well. How's yours? How's your weekend going? Tell me everything. Tell me all about it. I need to know. Oh, yeah. Volk is pretty close to 1 hour of hot doggu. Yeah, but they've already soundproofed the house, Shy, so... I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. think I've got your 5 money. Well, for real? I didn't think the extortion would actually work so quickly. That's excellent news. I'm really good at being extorted. I'll say. Anyway, do you have the information for me? Totally. Last night, I saw the postman drop off a parcel. It was around the time the parade got destroyed. Couldn't see who he was giving it to, but it was someone here in the town. Interesting. Barney is the postman's name. He's a chill dude. I don't think he'd mind if you called him up. I have his phone number. May I have it? Absolutely. Got myself a phone number, hell yeah. Thanks for giving me this money. I'm really excited to visit Froggywood. I'm excited for you. Obviously, I have to wait until the parade is over. Of course. Yeah, postman's kind of sus now. See you around, detective. Yeah, hey, the postman was delivering some mail. You might want to look into that. Funny strength detective being extorted. I sure hopes he puts that on his resume. Ooh. Interesting, I didn't think about it this way. Perhaps the wizard is a better singer than her. Sings really loudly all the time. Everyone soundproofs their houses. Wants to be a big star. Is extorting me. I've never been extorted before. What a thrill. Ah, I'm getting tingles. Can't believe I've just been extorted. Wowee! Look, I like to think that counts Swifty. Even if they don't know that I have their number, surely, you know, that's not weird. And also, that's a good question, Shy. Nobody has seen the wizard because they're invisible. Sus. Sus. Oh, but you got a phone. Game Monger. Finally tired. I'm going to call it a night. You get yourself a nice sleep there, Game Monger. Thanks for popping by. All right, shall we call the postman? Look, there is a... I don't know if anyone's seen it. Get my magnifying glass out. I'll try to... You! Some sus little gremlin hiding behind this building, and I can't reach him.
Postman Pat, postman.
Postman Pat. Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Yeah, it's a sussy little backer for sure. So anyway, Susan let me into her house. And we're just going to borrow the phone. I used to have that song memorized. Hold on. Surely it's on YouTube, right? And well, what's the first thing when you search? Post. Pat theme song. Original Postman Pat theme song. Hell yeah.
Good afternoon and welcome to BBC Two, where we begin our afternoon on the seesaw with Postman Pat taking a message.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing.
All right, thanks, Postman Pat. Bit of a sus song, isn't it, Jenny? We'll sure find out once we pick up this phone. Also, a little bird down here. Hopefully not shitting on the furniture. That's like a murder song. Who should I call? Oh. Oh, Frog Detective, you have all of us. Or perhaps we can turn this person into a new friend. Give it a shot. Barney. It's like a tradie. It's actually a postie. Hi, it's Barney. I have you on speaker. Hi, Barney.
My name may be yucky, but Detective Frog can call me anytime.
All right, Yucky.
Wow.
Hi. Oh. Obi. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you for that raid. Bloody lovely to have you here. Welcome in, raiders. Just in time to solve a little mystery, guys. How was the stream? How you doing, Obi? Tell me everything I need to know. Tell me now. Just have a little sippy sip. We've just called up a Barney the postman. I believe he's the postman. He might have been up to no good. This little sheep. Don't trust him. Hi. Who am I talking to? Lobster cop. Frog Detective is lying?
I tell you that to get fucked. Sorry, bud.
Nah, Yaki, you tell him yourself, mate. Come on. Come out back. Oh, SG's here. Flash is here. Aura's here. Whole freaking gang is just all here. Being all cute and shit. Love it. Yeah, can you believe this? Lobster Cop doesn't lie. Lobster Cop? He's got in my head. Frog Detective doesn't lie. Wow, really? No, I was tricking you. Good. Couldn't handle the guilt. Rats. Who is this? Noodle? Wow. Head honcho, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How you doing? I'm the detective. I'm calling about an incident that happened last night at Warlock Woods. I didn't do it. Do what? Whatever you're calling about. Wasn't me. Are you sure? What did I do? Last night, someone destroyed a parade which is being set up for the new resident of the town, the Invisible Wizard. I was told you were in the area when it happened. It's sus, isn't it? Modern Warfare 2 in received an unimaginable amount of love. Hell yeah, Obi. Love to hear it, my friend. Yeah, I was there. Didn't destroy anything, if that's what you're asking. Just delivering a parcel. Who were you delivering it to? What was her name? Probably Susan, eh? Oh, Lola? The hell is Lola? Huh? I don't think there's anyone in the town called Lola. Must have been someone who lives there. The address was on the parcel. Though I can't remember exactly which house it was. Sorry. The plot does thicken. Oh, speaking of shouting out, I gotta get used to doing this. That button. Now we wait. Don't worry, I'll wait. Got all the time in the world. Why is that button not doing anything? Oh, there we go. Click that little button, and there you go. And we get to watch you in action. Look at that. That's kind of dodgy. Oh, that got me too. That was a bit spooky. I probably would have pooped my pants if that happened to me, Obi. Barney he probably shouldn't be giving out people's information. Do you remember where the parcel was sent from? Oh yeah, I deliver a lot of parcels from them. It was from the whizbay.net headquarters. That sounds like what Mandy was doing. Sounds very familiar. Where have I heard that name before? See? I'm smart. I know Mandy buys a lot of stuff from there. This wasn't for her. Do you know what was in the package? I'm going to take a guess and say it was shoes. Some sort of shoe, I think. Maybe two. A pair of shoes. Honest question, have you ever wrestled a saltwater clock? That's a mystery I shall be taking to my grave. No, but I have wrestled a corgi once. Does that count? They're pretty vicious. Close enough. Hey, don't you bra me. I think I'm pretty tough. Did you get a good look at them? It was pretty dark. I have no recollection of really seeing anyone. Not even a face. Weird. Bullock Woods is pretty dark, but I haven't had much trouble seeing anyone before. Reminds me of someone, but I don't know who. An actor. First person to figure it out wins. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Who's gonna figure it out? Yeah, they absolutely would. That one. I ain't no Steve Irwin, that's for sure. This song kind of goes well with smooth jazz, doesn't it? May or may not have heard that a lot, Knuckle Moose. I don't see it. Dana's got it. That was the wrong one. Comedy actor. Good stream, gonna go to sleep. Oh, good, SG. Thank you so much for popping by. Always a pleasure to have you here, my friend. If the baby allows you to. Well, let's hope. It's a quiet night. Alright, what sus things is Barney saying to us? Me neither. It wasn't much more dark than normal, either. All I remember is a blue dress with stars on it. I don't know if we've seen anyone in a blue dress with stars on it. Pretty stumped on this case, Barney. Oh, the masked Grinch. Are you saying I look like the Grinch, Boomer? Sometimes. Sometimes I feel like the Grinch. Do you know if there were any clues left behind? A signature on the delivery slip or something? I didn't get them to sign it. Barney, come on, mate. But I remember something dropping over at the entrance to the woods. I tried to call out and tell them, but they'd stumbled off before I noticed. At the entrance to the woods, you say? Check it out. And now we call Barney's supervisor and get him fired. Motive. Accidentally crashed his van into the decorations. Drove away without realizing. Could be. He's a cool guy. That's because of the earring, right? Didn't see he was delivering to Lola. Responsible driver. Had me on speaker. That's good. We like that, Barney. Must be a good bloke. I should search near the Warlock Woods entrance. Oh, we're getting to that time of the day where I just stop speaking English. This way. Ah. What could it be? Some sort of goggles? Glasses. They're glasses, guys. This must be the thing Barney was talking about. Yeah. That's most of the day, Volk. They're glasses. Oh, I got some glasses. Hell yeah. Invisible wizard. Well, this is my only clue left. I think I should try and return these to the wizard. Should be in the old house near Carlos's shop. Those are the glasses of the guy you interviewed earlier? Wait. You don't mean Victor, right? Surely not. It couldn't be. Yeah. Good boy, Victor. I believed in you. I trusted you.
What the dog doing?
Victor's clean. He would never do such a thing. He's our boy. What am I doing? Can you see any invisible wizards in? I was going to say that wizard doesn't look very invisible, but I can see through the wizard, so they do look invisible. What? How does that work? Hello, is anyone home? I found these glasses. Almost solved this mystery, guys. There's pies. There's cheese nachos. What do we reckon these are? Cheese slices? Dorito. Aha. That certainly helps our case. Pies? Thank you. All right. What else is hiding in here? Sus. Broom. I knew it. There's a broom in here, but no sweeping has occurred. Interesting, isn't it? Nani? Excuse me? Hey, you stop doing that. I'm trying to investigate here. Oh, a little choodle. Right there. Let me just have a little cheeky snack. Yeah, I'm really struggling. Cheeky check on that. There we go. Let's catch ourselves a little turtle. Is that a turtle? That looks like a turtle. Back to the mystery. Maybe it wants the broom. Could be right, Knuckle Moose. Could you just stay still? Going at the back. Into the dungeon. We shall solve this mystery once and for all. Ah, who's there? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm the detective. Oh, thank goodness. You're here to solve the mystery. Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know where my glasses are. To solve that as soon as possible, please. Already solved it. Thanks in advance. Found your glasses, I think. Are those yours? Ah, I can see again. Nice catch there, Palawan. That was so quick. You should get a promotion. I like this guy. Girl? I don't remember. I don't remember calling a detective to solve this mystery, but I must have done. Otherwise, why would you be here, right? Haha. Haha. Yeah. Well, no. I'm actually here to solve a different mystery. Which one? I don't mean to ruin the surprise, but the town was setting up a parade for you. Sorry to tell you that last night, someone destroyed it. I've been trying to figure out why. However, I've noticed that your house is littered with the decorations. I have raised a good point. Where were you last night? I was on Whizbay. I got some new shoes. I picked express delivery. They arrived last night. Oh, you're Lola. Yes. It's all coming together. Back to my alibi. Well, that's... Yeah, okay, well, let's see. I went to pick up my shoes from the delivery guy. All good, Knuckle Moose. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. Always a pleasure to have you here. You get yourself a nice rest. And then I dropped my glasses. Oh. And that's all I have to say about that. Are you sure? Yeah. I think someone else must have destroyed the parade. Perhaps one of my enemies. You have enemies? Yeah? Ooh. The guy. The guy, huh? Interesting. Evil guy. Sorry, what? Enemy. Evil guy. My enemy. Evil guy? Yeah. Are you making this up? No. Evil dude is really my enemy. Don't you mean evil guy?
Sussy baka.
Absolute sussy baka. You're right. Evil guy. Your enemy. Yes. Where can I contact evil guy? Oh, he's not able to be contacted. He's very mysterious and not available right now. Or ever, even. Anyway, he must have destroyed the parade. Case solved. We did it! Yes. We freaking did it, guys. We solved the case. Well done.
Wow.
It's evil teddy bears, and I shall make them do evil things. Too bad he's not able to be apprehended, but at least we can continue with our lives. Lola, are you being dishonest? Yes. Oh, wow. What a surprise. I'm really sorry. It was me. What? It was an accident, I swear. You destroyed the parade, didn't you? Wah! I didn't know the parade was for me. That's so nice. Yeah, after all of that, literally all we needed to do was come in here and ask. There's no point to talk to anyone else. And I ruined it. When I dropped my glasses, I couldn't find my way home. I was bumping into everything. What happened when you got home? I had some chips stuck to me, so I ate those. And then I just hid. Why didn't you tell anyone what happened? I'm so embarrassed about it. I only just moved in, and already I've made a big mistake. I'm a very shy lady, detective. I make myself invisible so no one can see me. That must have been why nobody saw you last night. It's all starting to make sense, huh? I suppose. Can you become not invisible? Uninvisible? Visible? You insist. Oh, please become invisible again. Oh no, don't. Ta-da. Please go uninvisible. You're a frog, like me. Oh, is that a frog? Yes.
Get out of kill!
Yes. Slightly disappointed. What? Well, it's just that I had a good joke prepared. I will do it anyway. Oh, here we go. Come on, Frog Detective. Take it away, buddy. Okay, so imagine that instead of a frog, you were revealed to be a lizard. Oh no. Okay, so you've just been revealed, okay? Pretend. Okay, it's me, a lizard. Wow, so you're not an invisible wizard after all. You're an invisible lizard. Ah, oh, Frog Detective, you're so funny. Yeah, it was a good joke. I thought so. Detective, are you going to tell everyone? I'm brand new, and it was a mistake. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, OP. I'm worried that if you tell everyone what I did, they will be upset. I think they'd forgive you right away. But what if they don't? I want to make a good first impression. When we go outside, can you please tell them that it was Evil Guy? That's a fib. A white lie, perhaps. And who is it harming, really? Evil Guy. Evil Guy isn't real. This is a moral dilemma, Lola. Just like in my favorite episode of Parade. It's your choice, Detective. Space the music. Frogs don't fib. That's right. To fib it. Love the fashion, though. Motive. Lost her glasses. Totally did the crime. No real motive, but still the culprit. It's shy lady. A frog. Just moved in. Made a big mistake. Lied about having a nemesis called Evil Guy. Who knows what the last one said? We'll never find out. Those notes are lost forever. Hello. Hi. My name is Lola. Hi, Lola. I am a frog. Just like me. We're so glad you could make it, Lola. I'm sorry that there's been so much commotion trying to get the parade ready for you. Shut up, Susan. You're getting arrested after this, mate. Somebody destroyed it last night. Harry, don't tell her that. I'm sorry that somebody destroyed it, Lola. The detective has been trying to figure out who did it. Well, detective, have you solved the mystery? I hope it wasn't me. I'd be surprised if it were any of us. I wouldn't. Looking at you, Ralph. What? Ralph didn't do it, Victor. How many times do we have to tell you? I just don't trust that guy. Yeah, pretty fair. Rude? I'm not rude anymore, Ralph. I have food. I don't think that's how it works. Shut up, Susan. I didn't do it. Well, I guess we'll find out in a moment. Yeah, we should all be looking at Susan. Go ahead, detective. What do we do, guys? There's no Susan option. Oh, Susan. Susan is evil guy. Or Swifty wants the truth, though. Hold on, I know how to fix this. There we go. Start a 1-minute poll. Content does not meet guidelines. Just because I called Susan an idiot dummy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. Yeah, where's the lie? I know. Who did? Oh, we're getting a lot of votes for evil Susan. And I'm for that. Oh no, cute Lola. Cute sweet little froggy Lola. Is she a frog or toad? I don't remember. Surely couldn't have done it. Yeah, she's just a shy frog who didn't have her glasses. Couldn't have done it. It was all evil Susan guy. Oh. Like evil Susan's got it. Evil Susan did it. Well, I solved the mystery. Who was it? It was Susan. Yeah. Now she's trying to pretend like she doesn't know who it is. You see the outcome. Oh, we'll get to the end for you quickly there, Dana. Evil guy is Lola's nemesis. This should be she is a very evil gal. Yeah. Snuck in last night and destroyed everything. Because Susan hates Lola. Yeah. Unfortunately, because he's made of slime, he got away before I could apprehend him. Did you know that cats are made of slime? Oh, you know. Yes. So unfortunate. However, Lola has since cast a very special spell that will make sure he never returns. Oh yeah, Susan's getting exiled. Yeah, I'm so sorry you did that to you, Lola. It's okay. Shut up, Susan. Yeah, that's right. Susan sucks. Oh, there's a little thing. Cheeky little milcillery if y'all want that in the meantime. God, Susan, you're so dumb. Right. I'm sorry I couldn't catch Evil Guy, but now we know that Lola is safe and everyone's happy. She's He's happy that she's here. Just leave, Susan. Gosh. Sorry that he caused such a big mess. Really irresponsible, if you ask me. I'm sure he feels really bad about it. And would you want to forgive him? Yeah, Susan. Aren't you evil? Yeah, I thought he was evil. Oh, hey, Barney. Hi. Yeah, he's evil. Evil guy. Well, case solved. Yeah, we got you, Susan. You're going down. Thanks. Should we get the parade started? We didn't have time to fix up the decorations. Sorry, Lola. I don't mind at all. I'm just happy to be here. You're going away for a long time, Susan. Let's party! Hell yeah. Oh, what's Susan still doing here? What the hell? Everyone just partying. We did it. We knew that Susan was sus. And we got it. Now we can all just hang out and party. Hell freaking yeah. Another mystery solved by Frog Detective. Thanks for playing. I wasn't playing. I was living that mystery. I think we still have a little bit of an outro here, which is the intro for the next thing, I think. Could be right there, Swifty. Could be right. Susan was locked away for the rest of her life, as she should be. Look at those sweet moves. Oh yeah, so cool. Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency, Frog Detective speaking. How may I solve your mystery? Detective. Supervisor. It's me, the supervisor. I am aware. Great job on solving the invisible wizard mystery. That was quite a head scratcher. Sure was. I was shocked that the culprit was someone called Susan. Well, yes. I mean, yeah. I checked all my files. I don't have any information on a Susan anywhere. You think with a name like that, it's show up right away. I know, right? Maybe it was a one-off crime. Susan does a lot of crime. Yes, I suppose. Oh, Frog Detective, shut up! Supervisor, evil guy isn't real. I'm sorry to say so, but I lied on the report. Frog Detective, you fool. What? I'll explain it in detail another time. What does that say? Why? But the real culprit was the wizard. Yeah, fine. That's right, Frog Detective. You're not getting a third game. You don't deserve one. She wanted to avoid the embarrassment, so asked me to pin it on a fictional character. Susan. I mean, evil guy. Susan was the real culprit. I did as she said, just to be kind. I'm not sure I made the right decision. Even if it's hard, we should always tell the truth. I understand. I'll hand in my badge and my gum. This is why you should be fired, Frog Detective. What? You don't have a badge or gum. How would you even chew gum? You don't have teeth. So I can keep my position here? Well, you're self-employed, so yeah. But you should remember to tell the truth whenever it is safe and possible. I promise. Almost disappointing that there's no such thing as evil guy. I'd love to solve a real crime one day. Well, that might come true quicker than you think. Whoa. I just got a call about a doozy of a case, Detective. That sounds exciting. It is, but it's also the most challenging case I've ever sent you on. I'm confident in your abilities, but you might need a backup on this one. Please not Lobster. Oh, like who? Gonna send Lobster Cup to help you with the case. Really? Lobster Cup handles such advanced cases. Why not just slow him down? Nonsense, Detective. You've shown you're a very capable mystery solver. I think you're in the running to be the new #1. Making me blush. You'll be A-OK. So, where am I headed next? Can't say over the phone. It's too sensitive.
Wow.
Head to the train station. I've left a ticket for you there. Train will take you to where you need to be. Good luck, Detective. You think you can handle it? I can handle anything. Oh, it's still going. Just tell me what the next mystery is. Aha. After the detective has left. Yeah, I forgot that I made that. Somebody stole my notebook. I had 2 little worms kissing on it. Later, at the station. Nice ticket you have there, Frog. Music just got crazy. What's that worm doing? That is a train conductor, Obi. Train driver? Whatever. It's a worm. And it's just dropped us off in the middle of the desert. The detective will return in... Cowboy County. Corruption at Cowboy County, even. Mystery for another day, perhaps.
Just think about you codgers.
Yes,
I'm a
cowboy.
cowboy.
I should get a little cowboy outfit for the next mystery, hey? There you go. That's how you solve a mystery, ladies and gents. Well, considering they are Australian, I don't think it would be too hard to get a cowboy outfit. So I might just figure out how to do that and get her done. So I think that's a job for next Sunday. We did do it. We absolutely did it. So Frog Detective 3 will be on same time next week. In the meantime, just let me quickly
Google, show me this guy's balls, please.
Google, show me this guy's balls, please. Just a quick heads up, I am currently raising money for Movember. Hence the mustache being gone. Coming back a little bit. It's getting there. Doing a cheeky little no shaver Mundo for the boys. And yep. You don't need to donate. All you need to do, if you're a lad, check your balls. If you're not, check on your bros. Or, I don't know, check on your mate's balls. Whatever you want to do. Well, look, Volk, if you check someone's balls, I don't care what you do. You know? Make sure those balls are all right. If you're feeling extra generous, maybe check a prostate or two. But I would rather leave that to a doctor. Knowing Volk, she would take that as a challenge. Alright, so where the hell are we going now? Where are we headed? Where am I sending you kitties off to? Keo Cat? Do you want to go hang out with Keo? I want to go hang out with Keo. Saying hell is others. But anyway. Oh yeah, check your booba, check your cocker. Just give her everything a little check. Make sure you're healthy. Check your brain balls too. Your brain ball. Just, I don't know, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Just be healthy, be happy, whatever. I love you all, mate. All right, take that, take my love. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for popping in, Obi with that big old raid. Thank you so much, and all the follows, and just hanging out and having a good time while we solved a mystery. Y'all are freaking great, and I love yous. Kisses, kissy, hug, hug. And now I'm going to press some buttons to try and figure out how to raid. This button. Hell yeah, we got it. Buckle up. We're going raiding. And raid is ready. Bye bye. Love, love, kiss, kiss. Bye.
Just enough blood to get up from our 666 number. There we go. Hey, Paco. Coming with the raid. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in, raiders. Hello, Shiren. Man, you guys are gonna make me keep going here. Hello, Creed. Hello, Palawan. Hope you're all having a good one. I hope you had a good stream. Let's see here. I suppose we could squeeze in just one more run. But this is truly the last one. I need to sleep. I've got work tomorrow. So,